Mendoza, and the two dramaturgies I have chosen are Goffman and Freud. Let's get started. Goffman's dramaturgical theory views social life as a stage play, where people are like actors performing roles depending on the situation or stage they are in. The self is not a fixed identity, but something that is presented and adjusted in different contexts. It explains that people act like performance in daily life. On the front stage, they follow social rules to show a polished image, while in the backstage, they can be their true selves. Through impression management, individuals carefully control how others see them to maintain a desired identity. I can connect my life with Goffman's theory because I play different roles depending on the situation. In school, I act respectful and responsibilities as part of my front stage. While at home, I can relax and be myself in the backstage. Through impression management, I adjust how I behave so that others will see me in a positive way. Freud's psychoanalytic perspective. He is the father of psychoanalysis, didn't directly use the word dramaturgy, but his model of the mind relates to the performance. He divided the human psyche into three parts: the id, which holds hidden desires and instincts; the ego, which balances desires with reality; and the superego, which represents morals and social rules. He believed much of our behavior comes from unconscious desires. The ego helps us control our hidden desires so we can behave properly in society. This is why sometimes wear masks, hiding what we really feel, and showing a version of ourselves that others will accept. As a social media user, when I see negative comments online, my ID pushes me to reply harshly or argue back. But my superego reminds me that being rude is not the right thing to do and could affect my image. So my ego helps me manage the situation by either ignoring the comment or responding politely. This shows how I balance my impulses and morals even in social media. Goffman's dramaturgy helps me see that as a teacher, I will perform different roles depending on the situation, like being professional in class while reflecting in private. Freud's psychoanalysis reminds me that to balance my desires, responsibilities, and moral values in order to guide my students well. By understanding myself better, I can become more responsible and empathetic teacher. Most importantly, the lessons inspire me to be authentic and compassionate so I can touch not only my students' minds, but also their hearts. By reflecting on these perspectives, I realized that teaching is not about knowledge, but also about shaping character and guiding hearts. Thank you, and I hope you learned something meaningful today.